Welcome to Killer Creatures, where we dig in and dissect murderous monsters from some of our favorite films and rate them on our threat level meter. I'm Mike Lanzini, and in this episode we take a look at The Infected from the 2008 movie Quarantine.
This might surprise most people, but 85% of the calls we go out on are medical.
What happened to her eyes? Just calm down. Look out!
Quarantine was written by the Dowdle brothers and directed by John Eric Dowdle, the man behind the Poughkeepsie Tapes and Devil, a film based on an M. Night Shyamalan story. With The Infected, Quarantine introduces audience to creatures that feel very similar to the classic zombie.
Be right!
That said, The Infected adhere to a slightly different set of rules, and their path to existence is rooted in a much deeper realm of possibility.
I find that a little hard to believe, that an old lady could do something like this to two grown men.
With the current COVID situation and the Dowdle's approach to telling this story through the lens of a cameraman and a group of very real and relatable characters,
They with you?
Yeah, they're shadowing us for the night.
Your responsibility then.
All right.
the threat of these creatures and the scenario seem very plausible and create some solid scares.
All she does is just a little bronchitis.
Who lives in the attic?
A man from Boston. He rents it. But I haven't seen him in a month.
Spoiler alert! The Infected from the movie Quarantine seem to be the result of a doomsday cult that breaks into a chemical weapons lab and steals a transformed or accelerated rabies-type virus that turns humans and animals into savage, bloodthirsty monsters. These creatures rapidly spread their disease as they attack all living things in their sight.
How's it cured?
No, there's no cure.
While in most cases these creatures seem to be mindless monsters with a limited lifespan, the end of the film gives us a glimpse into the possibility of something a bit more sinister. When Angela and Scott find their way into the lair of the man who has unleashed this disease on humanity, he seems to operate with purpose and some cunningness. While he is still very much a monster that feeds on flesh, I wonder if the life of these creatures has simply just begun. Will they settle into a more mindful species that reacts and adapts to their surroundings in order to survive the way viruses often do? Is that what we're seeing with the thin infected man at the end of this film? Or was he just infected by something slightly different? Or am I simply just injecting my own ideas into this story? After a long look at this film and the dissecting of these creatures, I think it is safe to say that the threat level of The Infected is very high. Initially, I was going to assign this a 3 out of 5 since the CDC swooped into action fast and put a kibosh on the apartment building and all of its inhabitants.
They won't let us out.
Who the hell locked those doors?
However, upon further review and consideration of the fact that animals were also carrying and spreading this virus, the threat level must be a 5. I feel like this movie offers more of a glimpse into the beginning of the end of humanity, as represented with Angela being pulled violently into the darkness, as opposed to the end of a virus. So what did you guys think? Are The Infected worthy of a threat level 5, or am I a pessimist and a scaredy cat? Let us know in the comments section below. Also, be sure to like and share this video with your friends, click that subscribe button, and hit that bell for notifications so you can be alerted every time we post new videos. We'll see you next time.
Get the camera out!